Hello, the internet. What up? You know, I'm guilty sometimes when I look back on history of just taking it as a series of events, of factual events that happened at a specific time and place, and not being able to relate to the cultural significance of those impacts and how they related to, specifically to the people that were there experiencing the events, not me looking back in history. You know, hindsight is 2020. So, with that in mind, and today being Juneteenth, 2024, I come bearing gifts. It's an old book from first-hand testimony. Book of poetry, and it can be a little bit offensive looking back today. I'm just going to say, having gone over it already. Songs of the Old South by Howard Whedon. Why I wear gloves handling this book. This page came out before my possession of it. It's like lithograph, high quality, old, 1900, over 120 years old. Beautiful. For the internet for all time now. Dedicated to the one most dear. Prefatory note. These modest songs and pictures attached from the fading remnant of a people now nearly passed away are only valuable because past is always precious and only beautiful for being old and gone. The past is beautiful for being old and gone, encouraging us to look back on it and try and understand, huh? Here's all the contents. We're gonna read them all. Let's do it! They're not that long. Some of them I can't read, maybe. Let's see. When the angels call. Mammy, dear Mammy, what do you see when you lift your eyes wistful? When you lift such wistful eyes, faces, my child, of them that are gone, who smile at me out of the skies. Mammy, dear Mammy, what do you hear when you look so far away? Voices hidden, bidden come, my child. Whoa, 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 we weren't ready. Mammy, Mammy, dear Mammy. Too many mammies, bro. Mammy, dear Mammy, what do you hear when you look so far away? Voices bidding me come, my child, to heaven, to rest and stay. And Mammy would gladly go in that rest when the angels beckon so. But who would pillow her baby's head if baby's mammy should go? If baby's mammy should go. Right. Mama's so tired. She would like to go to heaven, but the baby needs her so much. The work's not done. Old Wyatt and the rabbits. Old Wyatt. I like to believe, I think I looked this up. I believe these are like pictures of the people he got the songs from. The art, I don't know. I could be wrong. They're pretty detailed either way. They gotta be real people. Old Watt and the rabbits. That thing the rabbits having. I know I'm gonna need to pause this. Old Watt and the rabbits. That thing the rabbits have sense, like other folks, is gospel true. I've heard it told by them that knows, and sides of that I've seen it too. One night I come home through the woods and a cleaning amongst the oaks. I saw some rabbits having church as pompous as the best of folks. They give experience and they sung and then they exhorted and then prayed, and everything was done their way that other sinners' churches made. And while one preached, the other slept, insensible as we all do. And then the meeting have broke. They went like us, home, 2 and 2. And when they gone, and when they again, and when they gin to pint and talk about one another, mean, why then I says them rabbits show got sense the same as men. I says I, them rabbits show got sense the same as men. And when they gin to And when they gin to point to pint and talk? And when they gin to pint and talk about another mean, why then, I says, I dem rabbit show got sense to save his men. This is going to be a tough read for me, fellas. I encourage you, mute me and do it yourself. So let's see what we all come up with. Okay. Left behind. The respect this book gave, bro. Look at the tattered, beautiful edges, the space in between poems. The pages are thick. Messed up. Here we go. Left behind. Well, my old master took down sick. I nursed him till he died. And many a pleasant day we had, me sitting by his side. We talked about the old times, part fun and part the truth, but mostly master mused on her, the missus of our youth. She was so bright and so quick, he said, and she even died that way. And before him 40 years, and smiling, swift and gay. But you slow cuss, he said to me, you always was behind. Come on, and with that word he went and left his hand in mine. Wow, they grew up together, huh? Must have been like that. Like growing up with a master and a slave, growing up like their whole lives together. Silent strings. We're gonna have to pause this probably. Silent strings, for all that hangs so silent now, this banjo once was gay. And it wove the dreams that I had of her into tunes as sweet as May. And often I thought that its quivering strings must be of myself a part. How else could they tingle and thrill as they did if her shadow but fell on my heart? But the dreamin' and the tunes have all buff passed away. Ain't nothing is left for her to tell. Ain't nothing is left for to tell her. The banjo she likes best to listen to now is played by a happier feller. Ain't nothing is left to tell her. The banjo she likes best now is played by a happier feller. I know how that feels, bro. Although, maybe he's not so happy after all. Cheers. Bro, set up on the wrong side this whole time. A toast, whenever you want to drink. That shall mean the best in the way of water. Just manage to take it out of a gourd and then hit it. And then hit will taste like it oughter. I gotta get the cadence right here. Whenever you want to drink, that shall mean the best in the way of water. Just manage to take out a gourd. Just manage to take it out of a gourd, and then hit will taste like it oughter. No matter the place, it will put you at home, as if you and gourds was kin, and you know you can feel as friendly as that with a certified dipper of tin. You can drink to the fields, you can drink to the crops, you can drink to your work and your load. You can drink to everything simple and true when you drinks from a country gourd. It doesn't sound that hype to me, but he loves it. At ease. At ease. It's a horse. I tried to live in town, but oh, the town was swift and I was slow. So back I came to the cotton rows, and out an old mule I'm sure I knows. He don't expect no more of me, thank God, than I expects of he. And I don't expect no more of him than likewise he expects of me. So I don't feel ashamed no more of being black and mean and slow, because you see this old mule Jeff, he knows exactly how it is his self. That's fucked up. All right. The Song of the Watcher. Look, the Song of the Watcher. A small moon hangs in the morning sky. A child is come with a dawning. The soul of the mother takes its flight early in the morning. The baby hastes into the world, eager to meet the dawning, but they soul that knows its speed to its rest early in the morning. Does that mean the mom died? These are sad songs of the South. Very nice, detailed picture that I'm totally blocking with my face because I'm terrible at this. Booyah! Let me do that again here. Should probably just take my stupid face out of it. Boom! Dancing in the sun. Dancing in the sun, a small, brown, ragged, shadowy boy, a silhouette of fun, and a shadow as ragged and slim as himself, a-dancing in the sun. It's so hard to tell the shadows apart, so into each other they run, as dark and elusive they melt, and they twirl and mix as they dance in the sun. No matter what falls in the rest of the world, no matter what's done or undone. So the day be but idle and long enough for dancing in the sun. It's like a slap in the face when somebody's like, yeah, you normally look like shit. You look really good today, bro. Wow. Thanks. It's a backhanded compliment there. Kinda. So, okay, well, beautiful. Dancing in the sun. A song. A song. River, roll away from me and steal. As you pass decaying and whisper and sigh to loose it again, when you reach the shining sea. River, roll away from me through the banks of the jessamine sweet, and bear the odorous breath till you meet, and give it away to the sea. To the sea, man! Sighs and sweet you may give to the sea. I only ask that the notes of this song of love that softly floats, you will bear to her from me. Sounds like a heavy metal song to me. Heavy metal love song. Yeah, they invented heavy metal too. Hush. Hush, man. Hush, in the place where they make all the drowsy things like sleep and dreams and the rest. It is said that the drowsiest thing that is made is Mammy's deep dark breast. It is so soft. Wait, you added that. Bad psycho. It is so deep, so that life shall have come. So have one hiding place. It is so deep. Oh my God, learn to read. It is deep so that life shall have one hiding place where its fret and its noises may cease, and dark that the light of the garish day may have its one shadow of peace. And the angels who come down to watch over sleep look first for these sheltering nests and give the most beautiful dreams that they bring to the babies on the darkest breasts. No. Yes. No. Terminator? To the babies on the darkest breasts. Yeah. She got a little baby in her. See? Nocturne. When the weary day in the fields is done and you plod toads home at night, the light that you sees in the cabin door is as sweet as a heavenly sight. Heavenly? You got me there. And it glows through the glimmering purple dusk with a light that is tender and true. When you know that it's busy cooking for you A handsome possum stew. Man, no. What? This is an upbeat one. And it's about possum stew, man. Not cool. Not cool at all. I've never even thought about trying a possum. Okay, Mullen. Mullen. You say all you will of what doctors can do with descriptions and that sort of talk. But if you is a sick and wants to be cured, just get you a good mullein stock. The mullein don't need for to feel your pulse nor to ask about how you do. The tea, when you swallow hit, knows where to go and don't ask you no questions of you. Of course there are things even Mullen can't do, like making a fool. What? Come on now. And they say that the strongest dose ever took never cured an aching heart. Man, they went hard on this. That's crazy. But for natural, old-fashioned, and everyday pains like sensible folk do have, just take a good swallow of she-mullein tea. Take you up she-mullein salve. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on there. Some mullein. I don't even know what that is. Bro. I think there's one more like that. No questions of you, huh? Mullen. All right, turn the page already. Ole Miss. I used to play a card game named Ole Miss. Ole Miss! You never know, the Ole Miss, you say? Well, that's a pity, sure. They sort of quality she was is gone to come no more. Her gracious word was like a queen, so kind and yet so strong, with all kept time of her soft speech like marching to a song. What? Okay, well, I'm not going to read that out loud. As she no more than the doctor's case, God told her what to give, and in the preacher's case, God told her how to live. That plantation he'd run around bound like this. The place here belonged to old master, but old master belonged to old miss. We get it. What? Go back to the screen. Boom, look at it. He was probably sick of everybody's shit by the time he got that old, I'm sure. Jeez. Sounds pretty degrading so far. Way down south, an azure sky, a warm brown face, soft black eyes, and a dazzling mouth, a red bandana touched with gold, and this is the color way down south. A bird that plays on a mocking flute, a melting draw from a smiling mouth, a tinkling banjo hid in the shade, and this is the music way down south. Sitting in the sun. Break time. Sitting in the sun. Long time I wandered far from home, but now my traveling's done. I'm way down south once more, and sitting in the sun. It warms my cold old blood again and brings back youth and fun. And I just dozes, sleeps and dreams, a-sitting in the sun. The warm wind brings the sense I knew when life was just begun, and faces that I early loved smile at me in the sun. And some day when the sleep is sound, my soul will slip and run from this old self that sits and smiles so quiet in the sun. Oh, so quiet in the sun! Like, sounds Beastie Boys-esque cadence. Long time I wandered far from home, but now my traveling's done. Have your homie finish it off. When manners were in bloom. When manners were in bloom, you say you would paint my manners too, along with my head if you could. Well, you should have lived in olden times, when manners was really good. The days was sweet and warm and long, with plenty of time to be kind, and everyone smiled and bowed and scraped, and everyone did it fine. I seemed to smell the locust flower heavy after rain, and the ghostly scent of mimosa blooms comin' blown back again, and I feels the fine old mannerly times mix with a sense till I seem to see old master as natural as life, bowing a kin of dream. Bow in a kin of dream? Bow in a kin of dream. His manners were certainly quality ways, the finest that I ever see. Though folks used to laugh and say that he took them gilt edges ways from me. His manners were certainly quality ways, the finest that I ever see. Though folks used to laugh and say that he took them gilded ways from me. Gilt-edged? Gilt-edged. Gilt-edge. You can't see the guy's face because my face is there again. How does my face keep getting there? Everybody in this book looks like they've seen some shit. Long ago. Long ago. Bright heaven used to smile, blue and low. Soft breezes used to sigh long ago. Reddish roses used to bend, blush and blow. Fair mornings used to draw long ago. Sweetie smile of all the smiles I used to know made the world like that for me long ago. The worst of war. When my young master went to war, he carried me with him too, and though I never fired a shot, there was plenty else to do. He wore the sword and buttons and spurs, and none was so brave as he, but he never so hard a thing he'd do as a thing he left for me. Where a storm of laden hail fell thick, he got a ball in his heart, and died with a happy smile on his face, but mine was the harder part. I left his horse back home where they stay, expecting him, and I saw Mrs. and Master's hearts when they broke. And that was the worst of war. That's deep, man. My man was a slave for the Confederacy. His master took one in the chest. Resting, no slavery, wasn't bad enough to make my memory fret. 'Twas only that I was so drove, I ain't got rested yet. So when I hears you talk of heaving and wings and flying round, I sigh and says, if hit suit God, I'll heaving sitting down. I'll take heaven. It's heaven. I'll take heaven sitting down. No slavery wasn't bad enough to make my memory fret. 'Twas only that I was so drove I ain't got rested yet. So when I hears you talk of heaven and wings and flying around, I sighs and says, if it suits God, I'll take heaven sitting down. Talk about being worked to death, bro, you know? Hard worked. Hard hard worked. Hard worked old man with a sweet black patient face. Pray tell me about your life. It has so many griefs, I'm sure, and its noble work and strife. Yes, sir, that's right. In slavery times, my business used to be to hunt old master specs, and that did surely pester me. Since freedom come, I've had a load of politics to tote. For if you does it right, it takes all of your strength to vote. I'm sure it did, especially back then, right? The Cotton Bloom. The cotton bloom. The rose has 1,000 lovers because of her delicate grace and perfume, but lovers, for sturdier reasons, give their hearts to the cotton bloom. It grows in a dazzling ample land of measureless breadth and room, and the wealth of a splendid tropical sun dowers this cotton bloom. And Capital keeps his eye on the field while he hears the hum of the loom, and his anxious visage glows and pales at the nod of the cotton bloom. Hard work, at last. At last. The road has grown so rough and dark, I tries no more to roam. I'm standing tired, by the way, for God to lead me home. The friends I know are gone and none are left to understand, but God who loves and understands, he holds me by the hand. A lonely pace has come at last, and now I wait and see the hindering things and fall away and leave just God and me. Arabian Nights. The Arabian Nights, when life was young and idle rhyme, could charm the happy time. I think they wrote that because, let's see, the old friend upon... when the life was coming young and idle rhyme could charm the happy times. And Mammy gave us with a kiss a song that went like this. The squirrel has a bushy tail, the possum's tail and bare, the raccoon's tail and ring all round, and the old hare's tail ain't there. Our Mammy was the wit and sage of all the golden age, and when she sung a song like this, she stepped in the night in bliss. The squirrel has a bushy tail, the possum's tail and bare, the raccoon's tail and ringed all round, the old hare's tail ain't there. Somehow set to the Arabian Nights. Arabian Nights. The squirrel has a bushy tail. I don't know, man. Do it. Do it. Do it. Frost? Frost work? When plenty ripe persimmons make a possum hunt just right. I got persimmons in my yard. Is that why there's a possum back there? Oh, we got some relatability on this one. Nice. When plenty ripe persimmons make a possum hunt just right. And frost says, "Text your spirits till they feelin' kinda light. 'Tis time to take your banjo down from off the cabin wall and weave a little song in praise of possum time and fall. When even fire soften throw your trembling shadow tall to meet and kiss her shadow as it beckons on the wall. 'Tis time to take your banjo down and make her music stir with a weaving happy songs in praise of possum time and her." The end. The end of the book. So that's it, man. The Songs of the Old South by Howard Whedon. And, it's there for historical reference purposes. And, History can be offensive, how people treated each other and how things were, but it's important to go to their words, use their words and their art, and preserve them. You know, people still have. I got the Odyssey on my shelf. That's from a long time ago. So hey, man, I hope you guys liked the video, and we'll catch you guys next time. Later.